Well, folks, I just got back from Disneyland, and Dan from H3H3 ruined my whole Disney trip. So I can't even ride Space Mountain without Dan ruining my vacation, girl. Okay, first of all, I bought the new backpack. I love this one so much. Okay, let's talk about Dan, because there I was eating my churros, eating my Mickey Mouse ice cream, and I'm getting bombarded. I'm getting all these messages. You're obsessed! You're obsessed with Dan! You're obsessed! And I'm like, what is going on? I'm sitting there like, what is going on? I can't even go live on TikTok without people saying, you're obsessed with Dan. So I'm like, what is going on? I open up my YouTube. First thing I see, Adam McIntyre talking about this drama. So let me play you the clip.
I really remember that. What happened?
I think it was during the Ace Fest fallout, right? We were talking about how he got kicked out of the event, and I think that he wanted to talk about it, but when it was sent in chat, he said it on the show when it happened. He was like, I just banned him.
I remember you banned him, but I
can't stand Dan. I can't stand Dan. Dan blocked me from my favorite show, H3H3. Dan is jealous of me. And let me tell you the drama with Dan. This was last year, okay? I went to the busted ass Ace Fest. Remember, Disneyland meets Coachella. I went. And when I went to the Ace Fest, Ace Family had a carnival, believe it or not. I didn't even make, and I bought the ticket, the wristband to go into the Ace Fest, and they did not even let me in. They kicked me out and escorted me off the property. And the only thing I regret saying, because I was being filmed, I regret saying, wait till H3H3 hears about this. It's the only thing I regret I didn't say. I should have said that. So then, Ethan Klein finds out that people were getting kicked out of Ace Fest and how of an ish show it was. And even though he saw how bad it was, he still, Ethan Klein was like, oh, you know, it was a good show. It was a good circus. It was a good carnival. Whatever it was, the Ace Fest. I think Ethan Klein gave them a pass, in my opinion. But I digress. So then, Ethan Klein's covering this up-to-minute drama about the Ace Fest and who was there and who wasn't there and what they had to eat and what was the conditions like and stuff like that. So then, he's live, mind you. So I go into the chat and they're talking about me. And I tip little hundo. And Dan blocks me. And let me tell you why he blocked me. Because at that time, and that was like, it's like they're so quick to rewrite history. At that time, and I'm gonna be fair, Dan said some questionable things, and it got people riled up. And he defended himself, and he said, that's not how it went down. That's not what I meant by it. That wasn't even the little clip. That wasn't even my voice. It was my voice, but not right. It was a lot of situation. It was like a lot. And looking back on it, maybe I was a little too harsh on Dan, and I apologize for that. But at the same time, I was just so outraged the fact that that was even a part of the conversation. Okay, and then you got that whole thing. Oh my God. Oh, this one I thought I was past it. Then you got that whole bottom situation, and I don't even want to talk about it. To me, I've moved on. I'm over it. Old news, right? So then they bring this up again. And let me play you a little clip. Shout out to Adam McIntyre. Here we go.
But them and their subreddit and whatever will harp on that it's us bringing it up and us who can't let it go. Look at this! And then it's so funny as well that, like, Olivia, who I absolutely adore, I really, really, really like Olivia. I really like her, and I'll occasionally message back and forth with her on
Instagram.
Hi.
He occasionally messages Olivia on Instagram. This is the clip.
Come here. That's where all this beef originated.
Wait, yeah, maybe it didn't have anything to do with Ace Fest, actually. It's that I'm a raging homophobe.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Because I made those videos about Dan, my opinion, because I made those videos about Dan had it out for me. So when I entered the chat, he blocked my fat ass. Block. His own personal bias just blocked me. And this is why I was so angry. Because Dan, and I said this last year and I'll say it again, it is the Ethan Klein show. It is the H3H3 show. It is not the Dan show. So who are you to be there blocking people without Ethan's permission? Because you're in there blocking good paying subscribers. Just saying. And there is so many people who agree with me. And there are also so many people who agree that Dan is the queen. He can't do nothing wrong. Dan is the queen, right? And Ethan Klein will be loyal to his employees. So Dan can just do no wrong. Instead of being like, now Dan, that wasn't nice. Now Dan, you shouldn't have done that, Dan. No. Hold on. I'm getting receipts right here. Let me see who's calling me, girl. Hold on. Fire Dan hotlines. RICHLUX, can I help you? Uh-huh. No, Dad's not available right now. I'll take a message. Who's this? Moses? Okay. One S or two S's? Uh-huh. I'll be sure to pass that on. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Okay. Apparently he has an assistant named Moses. So check this out. I feel like Dan blocked me over his own personal bias. And then I made a tweet. You know, the mouth of the South. I made this tweet the other day and I'm going to show it and I will back it up. I will back it up with receipts, right? So, you know, it's Dan's job to moderate and do that whole gig, but you shouldn't moderate well-paying customers and stuff like that. Let me find the receipt because it's down here. It's down here. And apparently Dan got so upset. Okay, here it is. So I put this right here. And I said, another reason why Dan from H3H3 needs to be fired. Not to mention he blocked me after blah, blah, blah. And this is why. Because in this scenario right here, it says, I just tagged you. And you can see Ethan Klein's phone number and it's blurred out. And then, of course, Ethan's going to defend and stuff like that. You can see the phone number. Ethan's phone number is part of the memberships subscription. And I was thinking like, oh, wow, like you're actually going to dox your boss? Like, Dan's slacking. Dan's slacking. He needs to be fired. There's another reason he needs to be fired. It's the H3H3 show, not the Dan show. Do I think that Dan is homophobic? No, I do not think he's homophobic. I think that he might have said something that was to raise a brow. If I can, all the damn Botox I have, I would raise mine. But, you know, I think he apologized and you know, we're moved on and past it. I don't think that at all. I do not think Dan's homophobic. I think that some of his jokes might be in poor taste. But, you know, that's the pot calling the kettle black. Because God knows I've got my share of drama. But listen. You're on the internet, Dan. So you're going to be called all these things. People are going to come for you. Got more. Damn it. Moses, I don't know what you're talking about. It just comes with the game. I don't think Dan can take the criticism, right? Girl, I've been dragged through the mud. I've been called transphobic, homophobic, misogynistic, you name it. Done heard it all. You've been on the internet for 10 years, people are going to say all these things about you. My only critique, right? Again, a year later, I'll apologize to Dan, and I'm still blocked from my favorite podcast, all because I made and opinions off stuff that he has said on the podcast, things that went down. It's all over the internet. And let me just say this. I wasn't the only one who made videos. There were other people who made videos too about Dan's behavior on the show. I think that Dan's lazy and he needs to tighten it up. He needs to tighten it up. And this is just speaking from a fan standpoint who watches the show. And there are many fans who watch H3H3 who have a cause for concern. Like, I remember back in the day, Ethan Klein's late again. The show's supposed to start at this time. Why isn't the show starting at this time? Ethan Klein's late again. Like that, you know, people get upset. And then you got the other side, well, you know, Ethan's sick, or the baby. You know, there's always that. But I'm just, you know, I feel like Dan could do a better job. And there are other people who are probably well qualified for Dan's position. But I'm just saying, that's my opinion, whatever. I'm just shooting the breeze. And if I said anything wrong, I apologize for it. If Dan wants me to delete the video, send me a message. I'll delete the video. I make video every single day for the past 10 years. Sometimes 3, 4, 5 videos a day, depending on the hot topics. Back when James Charles pedo ass and all that stuff. But anyways, all that to say this. Once again, here we are talking about it. And the community forgot about. See, what happened now is that because of this show, the can has been opened again, and people are like, "Well, what comments did Dan make? What is this? What is?" And now people are all talking about it again, and here we are. So, anyways, hopefully I can enjoy Universal Studios tomorrow, Super Mario Land, without any disruption. And let me know what you think about that in the comments down below. I would really, really like to hear what you guys have to say about that. And I just want to end the video with thank you Vance Global for sponsoring this video. One of the best gummies, CBD, HTC, all that's down below. Check it out. Check out Vance Global. Thank you for sponsoring this video. You can use code RICHLUX, save a coin at checkout. And yeah, it's a good company too. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.